could not be. Why am I side by side before the race even started? I think I need to learn to be a bit more aggressive on my starts. Drag race down to Eau Rouge. Yes, I'm here. And well done. You played yourself. Come on, slow me down, please. That slow down was bullshit. There we go. Now I can actually race. Oh, why didn't that guy just bloody concede? He's just killed his race. Oh well, there's a guy ahead of us. Let's just focus on chasing him down. God, that corner is not good in these cars. Whoa. Barely there, mate. He's probably running like a really low downforce setup. I'm just running default because I'm a basic bitch. Off track. Whoops. Was not expecting to see him there. He's round wide. Nicely done. Hopefully now he can worry about defending the white car. Oh no, now they're both going to be in my slipstream. Yep, here come the lads. Moved the mic a little bit because it was obstructing the mirror a bit too much. I think maybe it's I should think about buying a better quality headset mic. Front wheel drive, please. myself on third there just to get the drive. Looks like those two guys have checked out pretty much behind me. They're 2 seconds back. But rather frustratingly, the guy ahead is 8 seconds ahead, and that's second. You really need to lift for that corner. Yeah, it's like 10 seconds to the leader, which not good. There's also a GT4 car in amongst them, which is so annoying because even though the TCR is even though the TCR is sort of the lower class, it's still quite surprisingly even on pace with the GT4. So if you're battling with somebody down here in the TCR class and there's a GT4 has to, you know, has dropped down the order or has had an accident, it's so annoying because you have to concede the space for them. Because ultimately they are the faster car, but you're also on pace with them. It's really quite a challenge to get right. It's part of why I like multi-class racing, though, to be honest. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these races this season. I'm quite annoyed with myself that I didn't do that many last season, but hey ho, that's why we're here. I was like lock up big time. I'm now 5 seconds clear of P4, which I'm not too mad about, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit of action this race, which we kind of got on lap 1 with that guy basically just committing self-yeet on himself, which was completely unnecessary. You could have just let me have the position and then slipstream me back on the Canal Straight. I think it's the Camel Straight, but hey ho. He chose not to. He wiped himself out. Key thing is though, I was not wiped out, so gutted, mate. Sucks to be him. Didn't have to lift that much there, that was nice. Woo, that's a clout in the sausage curb there. The final IMSA Pilot Series race of last season was at Monza, and I was just sort of discovering, I did a few races there, and just find out how you get these cars to go fast. You can really clout the curbs if you're brave enough. Spa doesn't really have those kinds of curves to clout like that, and you don't really want to be hitting something like a low speed corner like the bus stop chicane here. So see, that felt nice. That was a blend. Eau Rouge in these cars though is kind of in that no man's land between 5th and 6th. I'm now 6 seconds clear, so I've got a nice buffer if I do make a mistake, which we are not going to make. That was a good line. Part of you tend to find that with this TCR, you tend to just sort of tip it into the corner, and then sort of just mash the throttle on exit, being a front-wheel drive car. I have to say, I do quite enjoy driving it. But I'm only really going to be driving it now in the IMSA Pilot Series. I'm not going to be doing the TCR Rally Series in iRacing, at least from now on, just because that series, I might do the old race, but it doesn't really interest me all that much, if I'm being completely honest with myself. So no one of those corners that's just sort of in like that no man's land between third and fourth. See, we're gapping the guy behind, but we're not gaining on the guy ahead. I suppose, you know, if you're in a position like third, this is the... You know, being in a situation like this maybe isn't the worst thing ever. I hate braking for that corner. Seems to have found 2 seconds on the guy ahead. Don't know what happened there, but obviously that GT4 seems to just not be making life easy for them. With the GT4s, it seems like they will just breeze past you in a straight, but then in the corners, because these cars have surprisingly good corner traction, you can, you know, you're matched on pace with them, so yeah, it's it can be quite annoying. Seems like the GT4 has got past now, but I have a funny feeling that TCR that's in the lead may breeze past. So the best thing that I can hope for is that second and first start battling. Maybe something can happen. Best case scenario is I'm able to catch up. So, you know, maybe get in a position or two if we're very lucky. But they are right on each other, as you can tell from the timing and relative. So right now the only thing I need to worry about is just being smooth and as we make a slight mistake. Luckily I didn't get an off track there. But as I was going to say, the best thing I can do really now is just be smooth, not make mistakes, put in good lap times. See where we can go. See how much time we've got left. We've got 17 minutes of the race left, so plenty of time for something interesting to happen. You never know. If I am to hijack a quote from Murray Walker, anything can happen in Formula 1, and it often does. Well, anything can happen in any form of racing, and it often does. Sim racing is not exempt from that rule, so yeah, we're just going to stay smooth. The GT4 car is now in front of me. What is going on here? The smoke. What's going on? Maybe it seems like someone's picked a car. They're not really. Oh no, he's pinging all over the place. So that's not good. That is not what we want. Especially when you consider the fact that I'm gaining on him. But we have 8 seconds to go in fourth, so as long as we keep this pace up, looks like third place is pretty much guaranteed. Which, if you've seen my iRating and safety rating lately, I need that. So yeah. God, he's taking off all over the place. iRacing, man, you know, it's 2020, you can't be having people in races flying about all over the place because their connections wank. His name as well, I don't even know what name that is in the relative. Like, how would you... This is clearly some guy on like a burner account or something like that. 9 seconds now to fourth, so we're doing alright here. Took my eye off the apex there while I was going towards it. Not really something you want to be doing. Obviously you want to be looking past the apex, but I tend to find that in tighter corners like that, if I can sort of sight the apex a little bit more, then I get through it, and I can, you know, carry a bit more speed through the corner. Spa in a non-downforce car is not really my favourite experience, but oh well. But, you know, I can't complain. Like I said, we're in 4th right now. We're in 3rd even. We just need to keep this pace. 3rd place would be nice to start the new season with. Gets me to that B license, which is where I want to be. This season I really wanted to focus on the IMSA Sports Car Championship, driving the LMP2 car, because I like that car, and I like those races. Unfortunately, they bumped it up now, so to drive the IMSA Sports Car Series, you need to be B license or above. I am C license. Oh, this is going to be off track. Nope. So yeah, I'm C license, so obviously I need to, you know, get to B license, which is not exactly an impossible task. I just need to have clean races and not whack the sausage curb like that. Then after that we can then progress to A license and start racing the cars I want to race, which are the LMP1s. Which time we got? So 13 minutes left. That GT4 up ahead is just, yeah. It's a real shame that that is a thing that plagues iRacing, because you simply don't see it in other online racing. I've never seen it in Race Room, never seen it in ACC. iRacing just don't seem to care about that kind of thing, which is a bit of a shame. I get that corner a little bit wrong, but never mind. Took a bit too much inside curve there than I wanted to. There was also a little stutter there, which... nah, they ain't fun to have really when you're racing. That felt maybe a little bit too slow. Then again, grip is starting to fall off. Tyres are starting to be a bit worn. You know, we're over midway through the race now. Those front tyres, because they're getting all... those front tyres are just bearing all the weight of the car. In a front-wheel drive car, of course, so... I do often wonder what the front tyres on a touring car look like after a race. Because the forces that are going through them are pretty immense. I've also been trying out some new settings for my wheel. Somebody on Reddit recommended them. I found a comment on Reddit that recommended some settings for this wheelbase. Oh god. That is a GT4. He's 6 seconds ahead, so I hardly doubt I'll be gaining on him. I've got 10 minutes of the race left, so I really consider this to be the home stretch. 10 minutes, 2.5 minute lap times. Quick maths, that is 5, maybe 4 laps. So yeah, maths not my strong point, and I really can't think in a crisis like this. So not that many laps left. Let's just focus on staying smooth. Somebody had an off there, I just saw the tyre tracks. He is very close. I really don't want to be encountering this GT4 because he's going to slow me up and back me into Javier behind me. And of course we don't want that because I want to keep a hold of this third place. Keep it in fifth, keep it in fifth. It's very tempting, and especially in this car, to downshift when you don't really need to. Do that, he's going to over rev the engine, and it's not a good time for anyone. As we get that all kinds of wrong, back end just swings out. Once the tyres start wearing the rear, it becomes like a pendulum. Oh god, this GT4 is blinking about all over the place. I would say I hope he gets out of my way, but sadly I don't think he's going to. If we can get a 10-second gap to Javier in fourth, then I think we'll be alright. Yeah, if you blend, that corner's a lot better. Look at him, it's all over the place. Alright, he's going into the pits, that's good. He obviously had a bit of an off, so yeah. I was a bit worried, but obviously that is going into the pits, I'm not. So that's something I don't need to worry about. Oh, that's going to be off track. No, it's not. You stop panicking so much. You've only got 5 X's, so I'm all good. I was really going to try and make this race sort of a no X race, but obviously when people are driving into you on lap 1, that's pretty much impossible. Guy's getting a bit slidey. That GT4 is pulling away, so that's good. Six minutes left, so it's going to be two. I think it's going to be 2 more laps after this. Be very surprised if it's 3. 11 seconds to Javier, so yeah, unless I really fuck up, then we're going to hold on to this third. Pretty good. We weren't able to do anything about second. Obviously that incident at the start, I can't really do anything about that. Although maybe that was a bit of a blessing, well, and a curse, because that incident would have backed up the traffic behind me, because I did see in my mirror that he went back on the road, so people slowing up, you know, people avoiding the carnage. So yeah, a bit of a blessing in disguise maybe, to help me hold on to this third place. Would prefer it didn't happen, of course, because, you know, he's ruined his own race, and he may have ruined somebody else's, like an innocent bystander. Obviously, I've come off all right from it, but it could have gone a lot worse for me. I'm amazed that's not an off track when you go over the top of Radion. That's Radion, actually. God, I hate that meme. 4 minutes. So I think, yeah, 12 lap race. Sky got a little bit darker. Oh, that's not the line. That's an off track I really did not want. Fortunately, though, we don't get a cut, which I was a little bit worried about. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Just turned it a little bit too early. Certainly didn't mean to. I'm just worried about being smooth now for the final lap or so. I know I've been saying that, but it's very easy to overdo it, try and just send in it, put in really fast laps, but you don't really need to. My preferred racing category, in sim racing anyway, is this endurance type racing. As you know, a few weeks ago I did a 90-minute race at Silverstone. This Saturday we're actually doing a 3-hour race at Paul Ricard. I'll be streaming that, so be sure to tune in. That's going to be Saturday evening. A few more Enduros coming up next year, mostly in iRacing, but I'm also going to try and get involved in some ACC stuff. Hopefully with a team as well, that would be really good. Play other special events as well, Indy 500, I'm really keen on that. A little bit wide there. Okay, so the guy who's blinking is apparently 3 seconds behind me. 4 seconds, 4.2, 4.3, okay, he's gone. Right, he's behind me, but I don't see him in the mirror, so that's a bit concerning. There we go, he's disconnected. To be honest, he should have done that ages ago. Not really a fan of seeing cars flying up in the air and blinking around like that, because frankly it's a danger. You could be just driving along and then suddenly someone blinks in front of you. You still have to avoid, your race is over, and it's no one's fault, but the game will see that as being your fault, so you'll get all the, you know, however many X's, whatever slowdown you may happen to get for being in that situation. I'm a little bit gutted from though, because we are nearing the end of the race, and you know, I think it's only fair that you at least finish the race. Or maybe I was being too sentimental. It's only iRacing after all. Maybe he just doesn't care all that much. .47 seconds left, so it's going to be one more lap after this. Possibly. No, it will be. Yep, so we're on the last lap now. 12 lap race, so I'll bear that in mind if I choose to do this race again at some point in the week, but to be honest I don't think I will. I think once is enough. Let's go Eau Rouge for one final time. Starting to feel the tyre wear a little bit. We were sort of drifting out towards the side there, but no worries, down the Canal Straight. One final time. Into Blanchimont. A little bit late on the brakes, but no worries. Can't remember the name of this corner for the life of me, but I do know this is the newly named X corner. Used to be just called No Name, but yeah, they rather justifiably named after Jackie X. Into Pouon. Slower than I normally would, to be honest. I don't want to get any more off tracks. Into Pit Path. Piff Path. Starting to get a lisp in my old age. Cannot remember the name of these corners. Let's see, no, I think they should reskin some of these older tracks. Not rescan, just reskin. This version of Spa from 2010, and it definitely looks it. There's branding and sponsorship boards just aren't there anymore, so it would be nice if they could update that. But that's neither here nor there. Into the bus stop for one final time. Not really a bus stop anymore. There we go, third place. Mike Jonas, you idiots. Well, oh, that's the guy who won. He's not very happy. Oh, they turn into each other. Alright, that's funny. They were the obviously two last placed GT4s. Anyway, I think that was a good race. Came third. Beat my qualifying time, which is what's, you know, beat my qualifying position, which is what is most important. That's usually my goal for a race like this. It's just to finish ahead of my qualifying time. And yeah, have as few X's as possible. Obviously, if we didn't have that person driving into us in Eau Rouge, ruining his race, then yeah. But what can you do? Anyway, guys, I really enjoyed this. Hope you did too. So if you did, feel free to like and subscribe and do all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one.